Welcome back, ladies and gents. There's a technical term that the BBC don't often use, not entirely sure why, for the weather today here in central London. That's a very specific term, folks. It's unique to this channel, and the term is shit. Yeah, it's basically shit, as you can see. It was raining a lot last night, raining again this morning. It's supposed to rain even more this morning. And even the hop-on, hop-off sightseeing bus tour is closed. How about that? Yeah. No tickets, because no one is able to get on the on-off bus tour. Oh, that looks a bit close for comfort. Don't worry, guys, I am actually perfectly safe. Now, oh gosh, here we go. Oh gosh, I completely forgot it's Wednesday. Uh-oh. Okay, so Wednesday is anti-Brexit, loud music, flag waving, etc. day. I completely forgot, folks. Great, as usual, what a surprise. What I'll do is, this dude on my right gets out of the way. I'll keep walking and keep talking and try and get us straight past it. Gosh, this guy's always here, in fact, with the Palestinian flag. I can spot Steve Bray in the distance. I think that's Sinatra or Dean Martin, the music. Flip this guy, I swear. He's following me in reverse. Well, actually, maybe I'm following him, strictly speaking. Okay, so let's get to, oh my goodness, the noise. Let's get to a slightly more normalized spot, folks, because there are lots of updates. Yes, after just 2 days away, there are lots of updates. Okay, so the video that I reposted, I believe the day before yesterday, of the Elizabeth Cup winner was actually originally filmed on the 30th of December last year. Now, I didn't know it at the time, but of course, with you massively eagle-eyed viewers, a family member posted on that video that was his first ever time in the box, and actually was delighted to have seen it. I didn't even know that when I reposted it. So to the viewer that sent me that, thank you. And the remarkable thing about that is that if that video was originally filmed on the 30th of December last year, okay, in other words, not very long ago, and that was the first day that trooper had ever been in the sentry box, is it not even more extraordinary, folks, that, you know, between 5 and 6 months later, he is effectively, the regimental champion, i.e. the winner of the Elizabeth Cup. An utterly extraordinary achievement if you look at it in that context. It's an extraordinary achievement per se, but wow, that's even more so. Now, the second piece of news, the Elizabeth Cup, the Blues didn't actually win it, folks. They completely flipping smashed it. What do I mean by that? Well, the Blues came first, second, third, and fourth, okay, in the judging. And they also won the services show jumping, okay, which is utterly incredible. I mean, it really is extraordinary. Now, on top of that, there is a new lifeguard horse, folks. It's the only one that is a mare. We've yet to spot her, although I know she has been in one of my videos. I was told so yesterday, but we couldn't find the video. However, yes, 100% that is confirmed. And that new mare, not only is it the only mare in the lifeguards, her name, everybody, is Zealot. Zealot. How's about that? Yeah. Right, and the last piece of news, there's a massive protest going on. Protest. Might have a look at that in a minute. Remounts. Okay. Also known as horses in training. The first of the new A horses have arrived. Yes. However, they haven't yet been renamed. That takes some time, folks. And one of the troopers cheekily said to me that a few people have suggested naming that horse as Anus. Now, I don't think for a second that's going to pass. Now, why have we got all these police, folks? Well, there's a reason. And the reason is this protest. Yeah, this is why. So I guess for the moment we're going to have to follow the fun. Let's see. Now, I don't know which protest it is. I don't know what's happening. However, as you can see by the briefing here, it's almost certainly unexpected, unplanned, unauthorized Oh, and spontaneous. Okay. Let's have a quick look. I wonder if they're going to bring in the riot police. This is in a very sensitive spot, actually, right next to the Foreign Office. Flipping out, it's loud. As I said, right outside the Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office. Yikes. God damn it, I'm deaf. Guys, I'm deaf. I cannot hear a flipping thing. It's super loud. Now, are we going to see a physical clearing away? Are we going to see arrests? Possibly. I mean, this is a very, 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 very sensitive area between two major government departments. And this is a lot of flipping noise. What do we think? I mean, they're getting the bodies assembled. Why would they need this lot if they're not going to try and move everyone on? Sorry? They're definitely going to, I think, close this down. It's too loud for this area. Okay, even the Press Association photographers not sure about what's going to happen next. I'm not sure, people, if they actually have any powers to clear this away, odd as it might sound. Folks, I'm actually not joking. That is incredibly. I'm walking back because otherwise, I'm not going to be able to hear anything. What I can't understand is why at the very least the police are not clearing the public highway. Now, these people have a right to protest, as does anybody else. However, there is an obstruction of the public highway. Okay, they've told this one to move her drum off of the public highway. Now, I'm not sure how it works, but I believe they have to give them a verbal warning. And if they don't then comply, they can forcibly remove them and clear the public highway. We've seen it before with Just Stop Oil. Will they go that route with this lot? I don't know. Looking around for a sergeant, actually, but the trouble is it's too loud. Even if I ask somebody, they're not going to be able to hear what the hell I'm talking about. And part of the reason they're being super careful. What the hell's going on here? Oh, wait, they've spotted a government minister. Uh-oh. They're harassing a government minister. Look at this. Neither do I. Last question. Yeah, exactly that. I don't recognise him. Okay. No one knows who the minister is, everybody, but everyone's following him. Sorry, ladies. Sorry. Wow, this is crazy, folks. Like, what the flip? They're going to be arrests. I'm sure there are going to be arrests. Back as well. What the? Oh my God. Never seen anything like this in London on a morning. What the flip? Who's the minister, anybody? Wait, one second. I'm trying not to get one over here, folks. What the flip? This is mad. I don't know, and nobody knows who the minister is. He's almost certainly heading to the House of Commons to answer questions, I would have thought. This guy's going to get arrested in the blue. He's definitely going to get arrested. Bro. Like, is it even worth it? Oh my gosh, folks, this is mad. We're at a dead end. They're going to take him through the gates, I think, into one of the secure areas, probably here at Parliament. That's as far as I can go legally. No one knows who the minister is. Bloody hell. Oh my word. Stop starving children! Stop starving children! That was mad, guys. That was absolutely mad. Never seen anything like it in London ever. Even BLM was not like this crazy. Whoa. No one knows who the minister. Even they don't know who the minister is. They're just. I mean, it's got to be to get access at the back here. Yeah, or a senior civil servant. What a flip. Oh my lord. Folks, they didn't have enough police. That could have gone really badly wrong.
They're probably going to do that to everybody that's coming out, maybe.
I can't understand why they didn't clear the public highway and arrest everybody at that end. They must have known that everybody was going to run this way. The second the minister appeared from the building. Damn, that was hectic. And I walked straight into a bollard walking backwards. Damn it. Oh, luckily they didn't spot these two.
We're waiting for the next politician to come out and see what reception he gets.
Look at this, they're here, behind you. They just came from the cabinet office. These two. Got cabinet office lanyards. Lucky they just made it, in fact, and the crowd missed them.
What did you call this building here?
Okay, so here there's going to be access, I guess, probably to the Palace of Westminster. I don't know actually what's on the right, Cannon Road.
Yeah, so I think this could be an access to...
But I'm sure they're parliamentary, they have a protection squad here on the gate.
Or maybe it's...
See you a bit later, yeah? Oh, flipping out. Oh my good lord, folks, right. I'm not going back to follow that again. That was enough of that for the moment. My word. Talk about the most hectic and active opening in a video ever in history. Now, I can personally understand the anger on both sides. I'm not going to get into the details. I can understand the fury, the anger, the frustration. But wow, I mean, that minister, assuming he is a minister, if not, he's a very senior official in the cabinet office. Police clearly knew who he was. Did an incredible job of not letting himself be intimidated. I mean, yes, of course he had the officers around to ensure his physical safety, but that would honestly have scared the life out of me, folks. I'm not kidding. And you saw the guy who, the guy in the overalls in blue, who didn't want to be on camera when I was filming initially, put the sign over his face. But obviously he was massively on camera there. I cannot understand, for the life of me, why, physically pushing into the officers at the front, he was not arrested. It makes zero sense. You saw it, it's right there on camera. He was physically pushing the officers, trying to get closer to the minister. And all they did was push him away, as opposed to handcuffing him and arresting him. I don't understand. This is actually going to be super controversial in that respect. Police everywhere now after that, which is not really a surprise. Absolute madness. It's actually quite difficult to film when those kind of things happen, people, because it kicks off so fast and everybody's moving quickly and they're trying to usher the VIP, whoever it was. One of you will be able to ID him, not that it matters, but it'll be interesting to know if he's super senior or not. But the problem is, and this is why it's surprised that they leave the protesters in that location, as I said, it's right between two very sensitive, prominent, senior governmental departments. I don't get it, but I mean, there we are. That definitely caught the police by surprise. Now imagine if there'd been, say, I don't know, 100, 200 protesters. That would have gone exceedingly wrong very quickly. Sorry, 100 or 200 protesters. There were not enough officers. If there'd been those kind of numbers, they would not have been able to contain it. You saw the anger, the venom, the frustration. And what honestly looked to me like violent intent. Well, we cover a lot of protests, but that was pretty hectic. Okay, on to oh my god, on to more important matters. Annoying, it's really humid today, so I'm all kind of sticky and bleh. Just because it's super humid. It's not hot and it's not sunny, thank goodness. But the humidity is actually it's quite overwhelming. Hey, look, lead frogging the posts. That's a teacher at the back is actually laughing. The teacher's watching them and laughing. They're leapfrogging. That's kind of cute until somebody judges it wrong, ends up on top of the post, impaled. Thing is as well, look, again, look, we've got a massive lot of civil servants, folks. Here's another lot. They're either MOD or other civil servants, but this, this is the glorious part of our democracy. People do and should be able to walk along freely without fear of harassment, intimidation, and so on. However, we're getting a little closer to the tipping point of it being problematic. Another van load turning up. I think what the officers are concerned about primarily is if a lot more people arrive, because that would have been streamed. My friend and a few other people were live streaming it. Potentially tens of thousands of people would have seen what just happened, and we'll be heading down here now to join what is at the moment a small protest. But we've seen before how very small protests suddenly become exceptionally large protests with tens or hundreds of people, and then boom, all kicks off, which is not at all ideal. Just looking at, oh, look who's back, everybody. Wow, it's been a while. In fact, I don't remember how long, but it's definitely been a while since this officer was here. Who's he going to talk to? No idea if it's good or bad. Interesting. Won't name the so looking at which troopers we've got. I have no idea which horses we've got here either at the moment. Try and ID them shortly. Well. Yeah. Well. Actually, the two troopers that are leaving. Oh, hold on. It's the they're taking the Prime Minister out the other way today. Here comes the PM, folks, and his cavalcade. They're going to go this way, probably up to Trafalgar Square and or down the river. I mean, it's likely to be the PM. If not, it's another senior civil servant. We probably won't be able to see because it'll almost certainly be. That was not the PM in the back seat. Sorry, guys, not the best of focus there. Even the corporal of horses wondering what the flip is going on. It's a crazy morning, guys. I mean, Wednesdays is normally like a little active, but that was kind of hyperactive, was it not? Like, wow. The yard is pretty chocker as well. Wait, making sure I'm behind the bollards. Yeah, the yard is pretty chocker, folks. I'm glad we didn't go inside. Plus, I can stand here for a while, not move, and cool myself down a little bit. Ooh. At least that's intention. Now, I am secretly wondering if we might get to see that new mayor. I'm really hoping that this isn't the new mayor. Now, the good thing is, folks, not only do I know the name, but I do know the number. Yes. Yours truly has the two key pieces of information, which mean that it's going to be possible to ID the new one. Fingers crossed. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping anyway. Okay, so very eager to see which two troopers are coming out to replace the current two boxmen as well, in all honesty, folks. Very active yard this morning, all the way round. Oh, there's a trooper with a buggy trying to get through. Oops. Yeah, I couldn't quite see, folks. Sorry if the focus was off the two vehicles. I couldn't quite see who was in the back seat. 100% the person this side was not the PM or anyone seen that I recognised. Okay, so who have we got here coming into the boxes? Recognise the trooper, don't recognise the horse, at least not yet. the other end. Other thing is, folks, there's a big rotation next week. We'll be starting to see a lot of new faces that we didn't see for a while. From next week onward. Actually, it's been ages since we filmed the NCO coming out in the morning like this. Closest we get to gatesman and shitsman these days, I guess. Brilliant to see, eh? Who's this cute fluffy monster? Hello, good morning. It kind of looks like they're almost anticipating tourist season. Or maybe there was a heads up along the street. I mean, I'm hoping it won't happen, but that protest possibly might end up coming this way. It depends if they find someone else to follow. Kids are shouting something at the other end, like a teenage group outside the other box. I'm not sure what it is that they're shouting, but they're shouting something at the horse. It's what caught the officer's attention. Super curious. Plus, look, it's kind of active now. Like, we've got like 1, 2, I mean, just like bodies, people around, filling up the frame. Now, luckily I can't hear any noise. But as I said, if somebody important comes out and heads this way to a meeting similar, and they follow him or her, it's not going to be long before politicians are going to start needing police protection. You can see it, folks, if that kind of thing is going to happen either regularly, daily, weekly, whatever, because it's crazy. Okay, so that's done. Now, I'm just trying to think about which end. I'll wait for some of the people to move from the bollards. Instinctively, I'm thinking this end. That is it, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is. Oh, free to move now. I wasn't sure what he said. Officer said, free to move now. Yeah. I was wondering myself what the comment was. FTMN, free to move now. Fair enough. Okay, we'll start on this side.
Hey, John, you're right.
Oh, you missed the craziness down there. Oh. Out of the Foreign Office, there's a protest outside the Foreign Office. Banging drums, like it's really, really active. No Palestine protest. Then, Minister came out and they all ran after him. The police obviously had to surround him to protect him. But I can't understand, somebody, when I got on the camera, somebody's pushing the police, they didn't even arrest him. They just pushed him back. Huh? Come on, good or bad one?
Bad one. Well, it was fairly empty to start with. About 2 minutes. Quickly, I was doing low.
Yeah.
I was right up in that car, like a new man, and the bearded copper.
Mr. No Nonsense.
Oh, it's him.
He's really good.
He came over to me. What are you doing standing there? Get behind the white line. And I said, I'm here to make sure people do get behind the white line.
So even you.
Yeah.
To be fair though, it's been a long while since he's been here regularly, so I think he's probably thinking to himself, no matter who it is, just be
well, obviously
consistent.
didn't know me.
Yeah.
No, I said you probably know me. I'm always here keeping people back myself. And he wouldn't have.
He'll probably be the same with the old trooper when he turns up this afternoon.
That's going through my mind. Yeah.
Oh goodness me!
It was bloody mad this morning out the back after the reversal. Once the cavalry got on the square,
Yeah.
the Met coppers opened the gates. A whole flood of people came across. Of course, there's no barriers up. The 2 mounted coppers sort of galloping up and down trying to keep them back.
To be honest, once we get into summer season, crazy season proper, beginning of next month likely, I'll try to get here for the start of the fun around 10:45, 11ish. Because to be honest, not so much was happening super early in the past couple of months, especially now they got rid of the foot guards. But it'll start to get super active once we get super good weather and massive numbers of tourists start to arrive. I mean, it's actually a pretty decent turnout this morning. A lot more than Monday so far.
It's all pulled out now.
I can't wait. I mean, it's definitely going to get a little bit
Especially after they open up that parade ground.
about time, actually.
No, I say, what, during the procedure?
I don't understand why they would have done that if it was still kind of ongoing. It's a bit odd.
They didn't Monday. They waited till the dismount was all finished and cleared, and this was all closed down, and even the parade ground was closed down.
It's madness.
They just opened up the gates today.
Sorry guys, we've got the teacher in front of me. She's moving her class across. They won't be terribly long. Wow, it's going to be problematic filming today, that's for sure. Just because of the numbers squished along the front there. I mean, look at it. Oh, good lord. I'm thinking actually that possibly if that lot spot someone else coming out, they're going to follow them again as they did before. Luckily the guy went that way toward the Palace Westminster, but if they come this way, they've got drums, loudhailers, flags, speaker systems, banners. It's going to absolutely kick off there. I think that's why the Corporal of Horse is having a bit of a look, because they would have definitely been told, they would have been given a heads up about the noise disruption that end. So let's hope it doesn't, and things are pretty chill. I said, folks, we never know, do we, what might happen here. Oh, got Miss Banana over there. Oh my God, why there's so many school groups today now?
No, that's what I say, it's quite a few early when I was waiting here.
Actually, I think they're all British school groups.
I'm not going to do because there's a thunderstorm.
Yeah, exactly. This is why I thought I'd get out before it hits. See you soon, yeah? Okay, folks. Trooper. Instinctively, I don't recognise him. Doesn't mean he's new, it just means that I've got a poor memory. What do we think, folks? New or new or not new? Let's hope the homies here on the left don't misbehave. There was no chance of me pulling out the phone either this morning. There are just too many people moving quickly. So I'll leave the naming, ladies and gents, to all of you. I mean, this horse has pretty much gone to sleep already. To be honest, I have absolutely no idea how to even name this video because of what we just saw. I think that was I think we could call that an ambush. No, I mean that's the definition of an ambush. You're accosting somebody. One thing that is super annoying is the people that walk across but don't walk across. In other words, they start to walk across and then stop, wondering if they're still allowed to walk across, thinking about it a little bit more, and then actually finally moving. So either stand still or walk across. It's not rocket science.
Smooth transition. Oh, she's good. She's good. She's good.
That's it, homie on the left. Be a good boy. V sign if you like the horse. By the way, quick question. You know when you were saying about Facebook on Monday, what actually is the point of it? Simply to generate more traffic which can be pushed to YouTube?
You can monetize as well.
But you see a lot of people getting really high views on the videos. They're external views.
On Facebook, 1 million views, they give $120.
So in other words, it's not even worth bothering. You've got like 10 billion views, maybe then you'll make like 50 quid. Oh goodness me. Yeah folks, I have been toying with the idea, but I'm not, police horses, not a big fan of Facebook. So although there is a page, and I have linked to it, I think I'm going to unlink it because it's just like, not my thing, guys. I just don't like the layout of it. So unless there's a specific reason that all of you say to me, like, John, you know, we would love you to put the stuff on Facebook, I'm not really bothered, people. So again, I'll defer to all of you fine folks to make the decision. Do you want Facebook or not? It's a funny thing actually, it's pretty active.
The biggest problem on the Facebook, you upload one content, 300 people steal your video.
Yeah.
They can't do anything.
And they don't care, do they? Exactly that.
Yeah, they said too many people, our system can't detect. Even they know that they can't.
I also noticed that a lot of different channels and different subject categories get very high numbers of views on the videos. But when you look at how many likes there are or how many comments there are, they're basically none. So they've got to be external views.
You know, the Facebook is a kind of thing. It's more popular in the third world countries where there is YouTube is not allowed.
Ah, that's a good point actually. Wait, is Facebook allowed in China? I wonder. I mean, it's a big deal in India, I know that.
China they have their own Facebook.
Ah.
China has their own Facebook. This is why very low there.
So I noticed this, wait, look. I never really pay attention to this, but I noticed this. Where's it gone?
Instagram.
No, this one, look at that. For some reason that went completely crazy. Look at this.
Your video?
Yeah.
Yeah. But Instagram no more.
I think that they're arguing in the comments about whether he's Indian or Pakistani. So all the people commenting are saying he's Indian, and everyone else that's Indian is saying no, he's not, he's Pakistani.
Because there's a war going
on. Exactly. Yep. Yep. Folks, just talking about an old video, just something random that I posted a couple months ago. A classic. Oh, guys, I almost walked into the horse. A few months ago of a gent who I still don't know where he's from. I mean, people are saying he's Tamil, people are saying he's Pakistani, people are saying he's Indian, people are saying he's Bengali. It doesn't matter, but just based on the number of comments. Anyway, so he walked up, grabbed the reins, got shouted at by a lady trooper. It's probably one of the most famous videos that was shot here in the past year. But obviously now, because of the hostilities in the disputed Kashmir region between India and Pakistan, people are using that video to try and score political points, saying like, you know, he was Indian, he got in the box, just like he's trying to get out in our country, blah, you know how it works. The usual nonsense. Oh, this lady's walking right through the box as well. So that's yeah, exactly. Plus the guys with the drinks. Yeah, so that's that crazy reel, folks. Millions and millions of people watched it. It actually had more than a year's worth of viewing, which is extraordinary. 370 days of viewing time on one reel. Like, what? I mean, I couldn't care less because it's not monetized and never will be. But I was just utterly shocked that, you know, a political cause could be kind of linked to somebody getting told to get out of the box here at Horse Guards. I mean, it's next up is going to be, you know, a Palestinian getting told to get out the box, or somebody with an Israeli flag getting told to get out the box, you know, and the other side arguing their points about it. Some very interesting people here this morning. But sadly, they're mostly sort of congregating behind me, as opposed to making a conscious effort to get into the horse. Now, having gotten a little bit closer, I actually do recognise the. Actually, wait, I'm not going to film them because they're not looking at the camera. If that makes sense. Sorry, I'm okay to film them because they're not looking at the camera. Briefly, the teacher was lining them up and then moving everyone forward manually, very carefully, to make sure that they were not over the line. Wow, what a brilliant teacher. He saved them all. That said, would the troop have shouted at a bunch of school kids? Possibly. It's hard to know. Okay, let's briefly go back to the other end. I'll try and kind of be back and forward today, get a bit of both. Because the other key thing, folks, is that a lot of people, I mean, you can see, look, are already starting to arrive. A lot of high-vis people as well. Now, we've got somebody here who was almost about to get charged out of the box, I think, there, by the trooper. Now, this trooper doesn't speak up super loudly, but you know what? He doesn't need to. Why? Because he is pretty strict, and we've seen him more than once manoeuvre the horse towards somebody that isn't listening. I personally favour that over shouting. Because at the end of the day, if you're on a horse, why would you want to waste your energy shouting at tourists? Just charge them with a horse, for goodness sake. Remember the classic? Actually, I'll repost that on the Shorts channel. I forgot about that. The King's Troop gunner who charged his horse at the drunken idiot. Absolute classic. That drunken idiot has actually never been seen here again since. So I'm thinking that might actually be the solution, not a deterrent, but an actual solution. charge people straight away with the horse. Simple as that. Now, are we going to see magnificence? I mean, this could even be zealot. I don't think it is, but if it gets a bit quieter and I'm okay with the phone, I'll make an effort to mention these two horses. If I don't, folks, you can drop it in the comments as always. Horses like yes, yes, yes. If the horse agrees, folks, then you know, you can't really refuse. I'm hoping that this bro, damn it, he's going. I was really hoping he got them because he's got a shirt on so colourful that it's going to completely freak the horse out. Look, he's actually leaving, unfortunately. He's dressed like he's going to Bondi Beach. It would have been fun actually to talk to him. Never mind. A lot of blonde perms today, folks, and that's just the gents. Oh, you could just about fit them in the frame. All 4 people. Now, are single feet going to be a problem today? Doesn't look like it. At least not yet. Okay, here come a lot of pilgrims. Whoa, this guy's got a massive group today. Look at this, his group is gigantic. Oh, it's like, get in here. The guy, get on the right, do you hear that? Get in here. Classic. No, I'm just admiring how kind of saucy you are when you'll get in here, comment.
Oh yes, very American.
Not taking any nonsense. Love that.
In and out, let's go.
In and out, done. Brilliant. She's lovely. Okay, I mean, he's got a massive group. This is why they've all been sort of ushered forward quickly. Look, 2 more done. It's the next one.
I didn't get a photo yet.
I'm trying to keep both sides visible. Easier said than done though, guys. We've got a lot of people in front of us. Yikes. Oh, I knew that was going to happen, sorry. This lady on the left is funny as well. Oh. They're twosing up. My favourite moment is the twosing up on either side of the box. Oh. Here we go again.
Well, look at me. Hi, smile at me. There he is.
Hi, smile at me. There he is.
So handsome.
I'm thinking the guy in the yellow coat, folks, should be charged. Whoa. As if that were not exciting enough. Look at this. Wow.
You were here yesterday.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, is that all you do is just wait for something funny?
Oh, no, I wasn't in London yesterday.
No,
I was
really?
I was in Richmond yesterday.
Oh my gosh, somebody's
So-
just like you, standing there holding a camera.
Somebody just like me. I mean, there are normally about kind of 4 or 5 people. Some film every single day. I typically film 3 or 4 days a week.
Oh, okay.
But no, yesterday was way too bright and sunny to be standing here.
Oh, yeah.
One second, guys. I'm filming over the lady's head.
Sorry about that.
No, it's not a problem at all. Okay, this is sometimes what happens when when one is trying to film. Oh. Oh, goodness me. Wait, seriously? Nope, it was not me, folks. There was no footage yesterday. I was not here, alas. Dragged to Richmond to sit in the park and have a picnic. Is it me or is it like really humid now today? Like sticky. Ugh.
There was,
Oh, wait, did it carry on?
Did you see what was happening outside Downing Street? The exit in the store there.
Wait, who? What? Ross Kemp or someone else?
No, Nadia Swali, Jeremy Corbyn.
What? They were there.
They were outside, yeah. Probably we'll be down in Charles Street now. They were doing a photo shoot.
Okay.
Outside Downing Street. Busker showed me the video footage out there, so that was quite surprising.
Wait, what? Today or
Yes, today. I literally said half an hour ago, so we were probably.
We
We were
actually
just chasing after that.
we probably just missed it because
Yeah,
it would have been the PM leaving for Prime Minister's questions.
Yeah, no, it was definitely. I think it was definitely after that. I don't know. He said it was about half an hour ago, but it can't have been half 11. I was
That
around.
was wild. I'm still actually still sweating after that.
I know that was crazy.
I admired how kind of calm that guy
That guy,
was. He was not phased. I'm guessing ex-military. He did not look phased at all, did he?
Probably he's used to it. I think it's just part and parcel of his
Yeah,
job.
but that would be pretty. I'm not sure I'd be able to cope with that. That would be pretty stressful.
I'm sure if you start do a bit of googling later, that'd be on the news. There's so much media there.
It'd be really interesting to see who he is.
I know,
Actually,
yeah.
I'm personally thinking.
Would he be Labour? Would he be Conservative?
I mean, to be honest, if I just looked at him, I would have guessed immediately a Tory.
He was
However,
blue. He was dressed in blue.
no, just his whole demeanour. However, I'm thinking probably a Labour minister, a Labour government minister, or junior whip, possibly.
They were angry at him anyway. They were really. At least they wasn't violent. That's the main.
No, but I still cannot understand how the police did not arrest the guy in blue that physically pushed into them and tried to break through to get to the guy. That was out of order.
Two-tier policing, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's the thing. That's why it might be a bit controversial, that footage. That's a classic piece of two-tier policing. If that had been Britain First or any other kind of protest, they would have been on it in 2 seconds with riot police. We both know it. Yeah, sorry guys, that was a classic example of two-tier policing.
Would you ever wear Crocs with socks?
Say again?
Crocs with socks?
Well, I mean, no, because on a day like today where it's been raining, if you step in a puddle or whatever, you're going to get all muddy water all over your
Have you seen that,
socks.
that photo of a guy, he was wearing Crocs barefooted in the sun for ages, and when he took his Crocs off, he had all these
Little spots
white, his feet were covered in white spots. That was brilliant.
Selective suntan, yeah?
Everything to buy.
I wouldn't wear them around here. Not only that, every day, I mean, look, these are wrecked. They're only like 2 months old.
As long as they're comfortable.
They are super comfy, but I bought 5 pairs of them because people step on them all the time and they get ruined, and I have to get, wear a new pair.
Leaking or squeaky and they're comfortable, that's all that matters. And when they're back to most of my footwear, I'll super glue them back together, heel, a bit of paint here and there.
I should probably actually contact them for a sponsorship, to be honest. I'm always walking around with their footwear on.
Yeah, Crocs are definitely no.
Okay, thanks. So we did see one get out of the box
I think if they were
in the
made
background.
of crocodile skin, real Crocs, then maybe I'd say that was quite cool, but yeah.
No, because then you get the animal rights lot on your case.
All right, fake Croc.
100%.
Condone for harming animals. I always carry super glue with me when I'm wearing Crocs.
This curious gent, folks. It's another sort of Lukashenko look-alike.
Yeah, this is kingsguard. We come out here, they'll do a 4 o'clock change here, but unfortunately, we won't see the 4 o'clock. Alright? This is...
Not super active. I'll move back to the other end in a minute. Plenty of people come out of the gates. Like way too many, in all honesty.
Which guy? Is this the fellow that was
And she's off. That didn't last long, did it? I know he's going to ask something, the gent in the blue hat.
Charlotte, long time working. I've got a message saying that with
Oh wow, yeah, another group, actually. Oh, actually, it's another tour guide leading the group behind me up. Like this.
I don't know if I would be able to do that.
That's actually quite funny. It's the optics of that is like it's
Go in there, search your name again.
like it looks like a school group. They've automatically lined up along, kind of polite, I guess, in a way. I'm laughing because it looks strange, but a bunch of adults lining up like little school kids.
I'm going to make sure I do it later. I don't think we're covering anything now where anyone's going to be.
It's like I'm trying to include the guide because he's got remarkable legwork
Welcome back. I'll ask you later.
and his group and the horse. There we go, look, down he goes. Oh, goodness me. I actually thought the lady that came up and asked if I was filming yesterday was going to have a go at me. She did not sound happy at all. guys stopped to look at us. Like, is it okay to get in your film? Of course it is, my dear fellow. Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Right, let me ask him something. Sometimes they say yes, but for some reason recently, a lot of the time they have been saying no.
Really, eh?
Yeah, which is odd because there's actually no official guidance on whether or not they're allowed to accept. It's completely their discretion.
Yeah, I know, eh?
Yeah. Plus, the trouble is, a lot of tourists, I think, have cottoned on to the fact that if the guard agrees to let them make a donation, he's also implying that they're allowed to go into the white box to give the donation.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
like
yeah.
he has to let you break the rules to get the cash.
Cash, yeah.
So I think that's part of the reason that they're now saying no a bit more. Okay, he looks a bit disheartened, folks, the lovely gent. So I thought I would explain to him that, in other words, it wasn't personal. I don't actually know if the issue of the box is the reason why. Troopers are being very coy, actually. I know some, in fact, I know 3 at least that would absolutely 100% take every penny because they told me so. But equally, I know at least one who told me to my face that he would never, ever, ever accept anything from anyone, full stop. So there you are. Interesting, though. That's the first very, very clear refusal that I've caught, I think. Actually, no. There was another one, wasn't there? There was a lady at the other end. A lot of these tour guides could definitely end up getting temporary jobs or summer jobs, maybe as photographers. Oh my goodness me! How did it suddenly get this busy? Wait, I think this is pretty much everybody from the palace just turned up at once. Whoa! It is active, guys. Let me see if I can get a spot anywhere close because right now there's actually no room. Wait. One second. A spot, a little teeny gap. There we go. That'll do for the moment. It's not ideal, but it's better than nothing. Plus, at least we get to see very cleanly and clearly who's going up. Actually, the entire front gate and exit area is completely full of people. Wow. It'll be a crazy morning if we still had the foot relief in the yard. My oh my. One big group next to me, definitely German school group. I have no idea where the rest are from. I'm hearing Scheiße a lot.
Hey, nicht weitergehen. Hallo. Wir sind doch alle hinter uns. Ja, Frau Maid ist da vorne. Ja, und? Das ist die einzige, die vorne ist. Ja, der Preis hat
Yeah, they're busy making little videos and Instagram reels of one another. Can't say I blame them. Weather's pretty sweet. VIP group heading into the stables in the yard. Okay. Some tour guide has got a massive pink flag on the left, which is, I think, a red flag for the horse. Let's see. In fact, he's probably the most visible tour guide on earth. He's got a massive pink flag and he's wearing a tango orange top. So let's see if he comes across in a minute. He is Mr. Hyper Visible. Now, despite it being humid, folks, it's not, luckily, like super hot and bright and sunny. It's just sticky. Why is that good? Well, Trooper's not squinting and isn't all red-faced and flustered, as we've seen for the past week. The next 4 or 5 days, kind of on-off, sticky mush like this with little patches of sunlight, but it's not going to be hot. And every single day between now and the end of the weekend, it's supposed to rain. Let's see. I mean, I've got an umbrella today if it's needed. I will not be beaten by the rain. No. Actually trying not to sneeze, people. Okay, that's it. I'm over that. Actually, wait, the police are getting a heads up about something potentially happening down the road. In other words, the protest would be my guess. Yeah. Actually, I know what they're looking for over the radio. They've been given a heads up about a pickpocket. What colour's the bag? They're describing somebody in the crowd is being described. In other words, someone among this lot has either committed a crime or is a suspected pickpocket. Where are they, I wonder? Pickpocket. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Okay, nice red trainers. In fact,
Super bright.
yeah, they are. I'm not going to keep the camera on the police because it's not really appropriate. But yeah, they're surveilling the entire crowd, looking for someone, a description of someone. But I mean, with this many people, that description could potentially relate to 50 people. Benefits of being 6'8" tall, as I believe that officer is, are that you can see over the crowd. Oh. Strictly speaking, Blondie's in the box. Ooh, curious.
I really need a big favour now.
Oh, yeah, what's that?
Literally, I will roll this in 1 minute.
Just actually hold the phone and hold it on the horse.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, it's the first time I've held a live stream in my hand in a year.
Yo, thank you, Marky Mark. Thank you, Marky Mark. How are you, mate? You long time no see. Marky Mark is one of my personal friends I've known for a very long time.
Guys, we all know Tony's a modest man, so what we're going to do while he's busy rolling up something in his hand is we're going to try and raise a small amount as a gesture for him. Let's say £500, guys. So you have.
I thought you were going to say 500 roses.
You've got 5 minutes to raise 500 quid for Tony. How about that?
Yeah.
I'll only take 10%, okay?
Then I'll retire. I can retire. A wealthy man. I don't think I've ever made £500 on TikTok.
To be fair though, 500 quid will pay for what, at least 2 pints and maybe even a lunch in central London.
Yeah. Might go stay a night in a
Travel lodge.
Yeah, travel lodge. We're lucky.
Oh.
Is he saying hello to you or me?
I'm not sure if he's saying hello to me or to you.
He was the one that called me put in the microphone.
Oh, so it's probably to you then. Naughty.
I'm going to go up to him. He's saying hello to me.
Yeah, he's probably saying hello to you. Actually, wait, maybe they were looking for you out the front gates.
I've got it on video of him. Didn't I tell you about that? On the video, he's saying, as soon as I got the mic there, right?
I still can't believe you did that. I mean, like,
right, he goes straight away, right, he came out to me. I just saw you put on that microphone there, trying to record our secret conversations. And I replied, can I have my microphone back, please? Guess what he said next?
he probably should have told you to get
Guess what he
lost.
said next?
What did he say next?
He said, oh, Henry Ruby, it's yours. He's lost property. I goes, hang about, mate. You saw me pointing there. Like, who's the criminal, you know?
Oh, but hold on a second. He was actually being super smart because at the end of the day, he was effectively asking you to confess to ownership of the device that had been placed.
Yeah, but it's mine. I said it's mine. I said, can I have my microphone? It's the first thing I said. Then he turned around and said, no, can you prove it's yours? After he's already told me.
What possessed you though on that day? Because I know you for a long time, and it was just like an utterly silly thing to do.
That cop there, another one. You know what he's always talking about you? Every time I come in, we're always talking about you. I always know what they were saying, that was all.
Yeah, but hold on a second. At the same time, and I understand the curiosity part. Well, look at her outfit, folks. But at the same time,
Thanks, John.
placing a bugging device on a military
Big round of
property.
applause
Come
for
on.
John for holding it. I know, I didn't think of it.
No, you didn't, did you?
But it's just the same as me leaving my phone on a stand there. It's got a microphone in there which is hidden.
No, but there's a big difference between putting something, for example, here or streaming or filming, and actually placing a device in a fixed spot in a place where you're anticipating picking up private conversation.
Well, I did speak to the soldiers. I've had many words with the guards, and they understand that I'm not a spy, I'm not the enemy. I'm pro-British, pro-monarchy, pro-military. So it's just that couple there that got the.
So it kind of worked out well in the end. And you won't do it again.
Yeah, well, I'm bad from there, watch. I'm going to go over there and see these. I'm going to wait. They're always worried about somebody filming me, like you.
I'm 99% certain he was. The little heads up was.
He doesn't
was
normally
for
wave to you, does he?
No, I mean I do know him. He's a nice guy, but he wouldn't wave like that to
Yeah,
me.
definitely to me. Yeah, he probably just recognised.
Just like, oh, I can see you. So behave basically.
I want to go down again. That's what I do. And I'll try not to stand too close to the gates because I don't want to get worried thinking I don't know who he is.
Plus, you don't want to get tackled to the ground either by 6'8", otherwise you're going to end up in.
I just don't want to get a film and put it on the internet, which would happen.
To be honest, yeah, it's a good point. Okay, folks, no one is taken, you know what, at this end. At least not at the moment. I mean, that lady that we saw, the lady we saw with the extraordinary outfit was definitely the best dressed of the day so far. She's impressed, this girl. Look, whoa, look at the horse, look at the trooper. It's okay. Who's up next? It's actually pretty decent this morning, the way most people are behaving themselves. What I might do, people, is start a part 2 because this went by crazy fast. Oh, nice little respectful shaking of the head. Cute to see, actually. In all honesty, people being very polite today. That's curious. The way that he walked over with the girl following him, I was pretty sure he was going to do something silly then, like for a reaction. Was this guy not in the original Grease movie? Like the sidekick, I forgot his name, the sidekick to John Travolta.
At dinner with like.
Girls walking straight through the box. Oh wait, we've got another super well dressed. Although it doesn't actually equate to anything positive happening. 1 second. Okay, there we go. Trooper just told her out the box, out the white box. Place it back out again. They're definitely looking for someone. Another one straight in the box. He wasn't paying attention, was he, this guy? Now he's trying to look really cool, like pretend he's reading the sign, when he's just trying not to look as embarrassed. He's definitely looking for someone. Pickpocket, I'm guessing. This is the beautiful thing about being so tall. You can see everything and everyone. See that? Guy who just got out to get on the box just bumps into the officer's gun. Oh my goodness me, what a morning.
Dus hier ook nog een foto van jezelf. Van deze. Even afwachten tot de tijd dat je dat kan.
They're looking for someone, folks. I don't want to put the camera on them unless somebody gets arrested, in which case it's fair game, in my opinion. Move back a teeny bit, 1 second. I'm pretty sure it's either a pickpocket or someone's in trouble. Very curious, to be honest. Like very curious. There's a guy with sunglasses. 1 second. Oh my goodness me! Wait, somebody just took the top off a second ago, and they've got like a hole around their bodies, like I don't know, what, a scar or something. Almost looks like they were cut in half and then put back together, like all the way around. I'd never seen that before. You reckon it's glasses man to my left? He looks very sus now. Yeah, something's definitely a little off this morning, folks. In fact, not a little, a lot off this morning. We'll probably start a part 2 in a minute. I think they've spotted the spotter who's controlling the pickpockets, I think. But again, let's wait until we actually have something happening. Goodness me. People are just wandering in the box all over the place. It's an absolute mess here. Oh, sorry. Like a real mess. Oh, another one. That's a marching on the left. The guy that walked into the officer was just like, what? Something's very, 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 very strange this morning. Like very. Oh, there's another one.
Is a horse attacking today?
No, stand right there.
Still lots and lots and lots of people coming up. I've never had so many people almost walk into the camera at some point as this morning. I'll start a part 2 shortly, simply because of the fact that I've really got the thought that something is going to happen. It's very hard to describe exactly what's off, but something is. Oh, it's another one. Oopsie. What on earth? And another one. Just while there aren't any troopers in the yard, in fact. Very curious, in all honesty. Anyway, I'm not going to go and stick my camera in the officer's face. If it happens right here in front of the horses, that's a different thing, because it's kind of fair game. But running along Whitehall, nah, not unless it kind of it comes across in the nature of our filming. Even the troopers looking.
What happened?
Nothing. I don't know what the problem was. I'm thinking it might well be related to something else that he's done before. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh dearie me. Look at this. Oh dear. Flipping off.
No, I think...
Oh dear. Wait, they're both being arrested or what?
No. I think he's barred from here.
He's barred from the yard, but
Probably he told the officer came to see him. When they asked him why you are here, probably he told them I came to see you.
oh dear, that's interesting, folks. Again, I'm not going to run over because he'll cry privacy complaint if I film it anyway, so there's no point in me plastering. You all know who it is. I'm going to plaster him all over the channel I'm over at. I'd rather whatever it is be be firmly dealt with. Actually, that said, 1 second. I mean, we're not going to get any faces clearly. If we don't get the faces, there's no privacy complaint. But yeah, you can see that 4 officers having a word with a certain person and someone else. He'll cry privacy complaint if you post it. Same with me. So what's the point?
You know what he done last time? This guy, Tony. He put the mic on the
Oh no, I know about that. Yeah, that's like old news. But I'm wondering why they're talking to
That's why
you know who.
over here I was standing here.
That certainly explains why the officer was looking through the gate.
This guy to come back. He's a troublemaker.
Wow, I'm getting pointed at now. I don't know what is going on, folks, this morning. I told you something was off. This is why I've left the camera running, just in case, for everyone's benefit. I'm not expecting there to be a problem. I mean, as far as I'm aware, I've done nothing wrong. And no one's asked to speak to me, but they've pulled, as you saw, they've pulled 2 people aside. I won't be mentioning the names because you know exactly who it is. But yeah, something's going on. I won't bother to put the camera over in his face, and let's hope he extends me the same courtesy. Right. It's fair game, to be honest, people. I mean, it is public, it's horse guards, and it's someone that films, or 2 people that film irregularly, so strictly speaking, I would have every right to go over and put the camera on the whole thing, capture it and post it all over the channel. But 1, we don't really do sensationalism on this channel, and 2, he'll cry privacy complaint, so what is even the point of destroying my video? So let's ignore him and carry on with what we've got here. Unless somebody gets handcuffed, and in which case, public interest, big difference then. The whole thing is pretty dramatic. To have 4 MOD officers dealing with the 2 of them, very interesting. It'll get more interesting if the Met turn up, because that means somebody's going on a little adventure. It is really busy here. So what I'm going to do, actually, guys, even though we've gone a bit over, I am going to stop this part 1, but I'm immediately going to restart the camera, obviously potentially for a full part 2 or an addendum, just in case. We don't know what's going to happen next. Maybe something, maybe nothing. Be right back.